Hello everyone, welcome back to, the library. Right, I'm gonna try to go through these really quick. Welcome to my July wrap-up. July, oh my god, I can't believe it's July. I read 5 books in July. Kind of happy with that. Oh no, I didn't. I read 6 books. They were at like all 3 stars, I think. The first book I read was The Soulmate by Sally Hepworth. This is about a couple who lives by a dangerous cliff, and people jump off that cliff to, they don't feel like being on this earth anymore, so they go to the cliff to, So the husband in this book has been famous for talking people down from doing that action. And there's this one girl who jumps off, but the wife sees from the window in the kitchen, she's like, bruh, it looked like he pushed her though. And we just go from there. Some mysteries unravel because, did he know this girl? Why would he do that? Did he do that? Did she jump? Stuff like that. And unfortunately, this was a bit boring because I was like, I'm not interested in how these characters know each other, if they know each other. I'm just not interested. No offense. I would have been more interested if, the husband was acting more creepy, but he wasn't. He was just like, oh, she jumped, I didn't do it. And then was not acting creepy at all. You know what I mean? So I rated that 2 stars because I just I didn't find any interest in the book, but I did finish it because I only read it in 2 days. I listened to the audio, so. And the second book I read this month was Normal People by Sally Rooney. So Connell and Marianne grew up in the same small town. They went to high school together. Connell's mom worked for Marianne's mom as their housekeeper, and they kept their friendship relationship thing a secret in high school. And then they go to college, and it's just on again, not on again off again because they weren't together, but it's just about their relationship over time. And I thought this was okay. I mean, I guess I get why the girlies are kicking and screaming over this one, I guess. But I don't think I was a target audience. I don't think, I was dying to read this, which is why I picked this up and I tabbed quite a bit because there were some beautiful quotes in it. But it just wasn't for me. This book was not for me. You know what I mean? It was not for me. How many times can I say the same thing with a different tone? And that's okay because I rated this 3 stars. I thought it was just okay. I really wanted something more dramatic to happen. Nothing dramatic happens, at all. So that was unfortunate. It was okay. It was fine. And then the author, as you guys probably know if you ever heard about Sally Rooney, she doesn't use any quotation marks when the people are speaking, which I didn't mind. I personally could tell when they were talking to each other and who was talking, but after the first or second chapter, I was like, okay, I was not missing the quotation marks at all. I thought it would be a bigger problem. The next book that I read in July was What Lies in the Woods by Kate Alice Marshall. And in this book, 3 11-year-olds go into a woods and they're attacked by a famous serial killer. That serial killer gets put away, and then the girls survive, and then one of the girls comes out with a whole bunch of scars. I think 17, 18 scars all over her face and upper body and stuff. And yeah, that's pretty significant because she references the scars the whole time. I don't know, it was just okay. I don't know what was up with me this month, but I just none of the books that I read were hitting for me, but they weren't horrible except for The Soulmate. I didn't really like it. Anyway, so the girls, they're did the serial killer actually was the one who did it? And so we just go through the book wondering if the serial killer who got put away and ended up dying in jail, if he was the one who actually committed the crimes. Does he? I don't know. And then there's some plot twists. Some were predictable. some were not, and some didn't make any sense at all. So if you read What Lies in the Woods, please let me know, and please let me know your thoughts, because I was talking to, oh my goodness, I don't remember what her new name is, but formerly known as Maddie Moon Reads. I'll put her channel right here. I will remember for next time. What was I saying? We were talking about it, and she really liked that one, so I'm glad that some people liked it. I don't know what I was gonna say. Yeah, I'm glad some people liked it. No, just didn't hit as hard as it did for me, for her. As it didn't hit as hard for me as it did for her. Yeah, I did say that correctly. Anyways, I read that book 3 stars. I think I already said that I rated all of these books 3 stars, but I didn't. The Soulmate was 2, everything else was 3. The next book I read, you know what, I'm just gonna be honest. Okay, so I was gifted this pop-up book for, I think, Christmas one year. Pop-up book, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Yes, we don't support J.K. Rowling, you know. We don't support her, we don't love her, we don't stand whatever. Harry Potter, the characters mean a lot to me, and this was a comfort read because you know, sometimes you need a comfort read. So I did reread this. I reread the story. I never reread the pop-up book, which it was it was a fun experience. And definitely does not hold up today, if you're wondering, but I enjoyed my time reading. Well, obviously it doesn't hold up today. Literally everyone knows. Also, I'm really obsessed with the spread I made. Next, I read You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight by Kaylin Barron. Charity is a camp, and she's not, I keep saying she's a camp counselor. She's literally not. Like, she is in a way, but she's actually not. Okay, so Charity is in charge of this escape room type of vibe. So she runs an escape room that is summer camp themed. That makes more sense. It's almost their final night. They have 2 days left, and on what is now their final game, an old lady shows up with a shotgun and is like threatening these kids. And so the owner calls and is like, shut this thing down. So they have to end up shutting it down, and then some creepy, weird stuff starts happening, and then it goes from there. You figure out what is happening, and when I tell you, that book was extremely crazy. It was like, okay, so my friend Hannah, shout out Bestie, has it in my mind that this book is like Goosebumps. And she's so right about that. It's like Goosebumps, but for like an older audience. And like, I'm confused as to, okay, let me back up. I love the first part of the book where it was the summer camp vibe. It was the like, oh no, someone is after me vibes. But then the second half of the book was kind of like, what is going on? It got too crazy for me. Like, I don't know, like, I love a crazy read, but it became a little bit ridiculous. I'll probably reread this again, and I'll probably like it more upon a reread now that I know that it's actually going to be wild. So we'll see. I wanted more of like a whodunit type of situation, but that's not really what we got. In the end, the very end, you're telling me? I can't really say it. Never mind. Okay. The next book, I'm just gonna say it. I have a book club. I have a book club on Fable, the app called Fable. It's free. It's free to download. It's free to be in my book club. So if you want to be in my book club, it's called the Women's Wrong Support Group on Fable. There's always a link in the description. If you want to join with that link, you get $5. I get $5 for free. I think for free. I don't know. But if you don't want to use that link, that's fine. Whatever. If you already have the Fable app, if you want to search Women's Wrong Support Group, that's me. Shout out to myself. We're having fun over there. This Delicious Death was our July pick. It was our second book, and it was crazy, but it was not as crazy as I was expecting it to be. It was, as I said, a 3.5 star. Look at my spread, first of all. So good. I talk about that on live on Sunday, July 30th. I'm not quite sure when this video is going to go up, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to go up before then. But that's where I'll be chatting about it. But overall, 2 years ago, a transformation went over society called the Halloween, and these people started transforming into ghouls, which is very similar to like being a vampire, in my opinion, you know. So they start having to eat human flesh. So then scientists come up with this fake flesh so they don't have to eat humans, they can eat sin flesh. Okay, instead. Which, cool. So these the 4 group of friends, they're all ghouls. They go to, I forget what they call it, but they go to Coachella basically, and some weird ghoul type stuff starts happening where people are going missing and everything. So the main girls are trying to figure out like what the heck is going on here, and then they see some stuff and people die, and you know, we just gotta see where that goes. I love the first half of the book because, first of all, the dialogue. I'm not even holding it up. First of all, the dialogue was so funny to me. Okay, look at the tabs, right? Look at the tabs. Okay, so yellow is for funny, purple is for Halloween, and then red is for book club. I'm not quite sure if you can see them, but there's a lot of yellow tabs because I thought there was a lot of funny lines in it. Anyways, so those are the books that I read, and I'm currently reading, The Return by Rachel Harrison. Yes. Yeah. Thanks for watching. I really very much appreciate it. Thank you.